Hey guys, this is Steve from Trim That Weed, and welcome to our video on how to winterize your garden in the fall. Here's a list of things to prepare your garden for winter and help it survive until spring. Remove the seasonal vegetables and flowers. Your tomatoes, cucumbers, petunias, and snapdragons will not survive the winter and will need replanting when the weather is finally favorable. It might be pretty tempting to let nature take its course and not remove the seasonal vegetables and flowers, but that could be detrimental to your garden and the surrounding plants. Decaying veggies and flowers invite pests, and they'll lay eggs and bacteria, which can survive winter in hibernation, only to come back to life when spring comes through. The result is contaminated soil that kills what you grow after, and the perennials. Weeding. Weeding is not a beloved gardener chore, but it's equally important when preparing your garden for fall. Weeds die along with seasonal plants and need clearing out before winter hits. Perennials, such as coneflowers and lavender, will survive and bloom in their season in the coming year. So, do a thorough job weeding, especially around the perennials and where you'll be planting bulbs. You can make weeding easier by wetting the soil a few hours before starting. By then, the soil will be moist enough, and pulling weeds, including the deep-rooted ones, becomes nearly effortless. Equally, anything invasive, diseased, or dead needs uprooting. This somewhat tedious process is crucial to your garden's success in the warmer months. Soil amendment. After harvesting, add fall-appropriate soil amendments that return nutrients to the ground. To best know what is appropriate, if you don't already, get a testing soil kit to test what nutrients your soil lacks, so that you can use the right ones. Otherwise, you could work in some compost where you harvested your seasonal plants to let the organic fertilizer work, especially in tired soil. What makes fall soil amendment ideal is that once the ground thaws and spring comes around, all of the plants have the nourishment required to grow, thrive, and bloom. Mulching. Mulch, a combination of decaying leaves or compost, offers a dual purpose. First, it enriches the plants, and second, it keeps the plants cold, contrary to the belief that it keeps them warm. While mulching is commonly done in spring to help plants thrive, it's equally as crucial in the winter. It will add organic matter to the plant and protect it from the weeds. If it snows where you are, the mulch will keep the plants insulated so that they don't grow prematurely, in case of weather momentarily warms and the ground thaws. Equally, if areas of the garden look a little bare, add mulch to protect the roots and surrounding areas, likely to affect your plant during winter. Watering. You need moist soil to keep the plants as healthy as possible, giving them a better chance to survive in the coming months. It's especially vital for new perennials, trees, or shrubs. You can continue doing so and then turn off the water 2 weeks before the ground is due to freeze. Climate is different around the country, so you'll need the local weather forecast to give you a more accurate timeline. Don't overwater the plants before, in the fear that they need to make it through the winter, as it'll produce the opposite effect, freezing and killing the plants. Once the frost hits, the plants will fare on well. After winterizing your garden, turn off the water, empty and store the hoses and other gardening systems in the shed to avoid cracking due to the cold. Protect new garden beds. If you want new plants, especially perennials, to live through their first winter, you'll need to add more than mulch or compost. You'll need a drape or landscape fabric to cover the entire area. Other suitable things in your house, such as bed sheets, tablecloths, quilts, and translucent fabric, will significantly protect the plants. Check your garden measurements before getting one so that you can get the appropriate size if you plan on purchasing one. Note that flower beds that have taken root and veggie gardens with bulbs don't need a covering. However, if you want to continue planting vegetables like radishes, kale, or lettuce, installing a cold frame is the way to go. Remember to take the covering off once in a while to give the plants light and not let them get too warm. Look out for weather warnings of freezing too, and cover your garden with landscape fabric, burlap, or even blankets to keep them warm. That's all for today. Thanks so much for watching, and let us know which video you would like to see next from us. Until next time.